Hey guys, so today is one of my favorite videos to film, and this is perfume rotation video. Today it's a bit of a mixed bag. I'm not really sure why I'm changing my perfume rotation the way I'm changing it. It's time. I'm very happy with the fragrances that were in my previous rotation. They were really fall heavy scents. When I was picking them last month, I was really picking something for the fall. I was in the mood for fall, and I was, bring on the sweater weather. I want to pull my Chelsea boots out, and I want my fall fragrances, and a lot of them were fall fragrances. This time around, I'm not really sure how I picked my fragrances. I didn't have a plan in mind. I went into my perfume cubby, which is quite significantly reduced because I haven't been buying much perfume. I really want to start using up what I have. On the other hand, I just ordered a perfume, so maybe I should just bite my tongue and stop pretending like I'm not obsessive about my fragrances, which I am. I know I am. But this time around, I just kind of pulled for things. I don't know what happened. I just went, I want this one, and I feel like this one, and I want to include this one. There wasn't any rhyme or reason to it, so you will see quite a eclectic collection of things. Let's start with what's leaving the rotation. First and foremost, very fall scent is Shalimar Sud de Parfum. This I have a separate video about. If you're interested to hear more about this fragrance in particular, go watch that. I've dented it, you can tell. It's a lovely, lovely scent. It's my second bottle, and I have to say, my first bottle was pre-baby. This is post-baby, and I do feel differently about the scent. Either the scent changed, or more probably my olfactory senses had changed because my hormones probably changed after pregnancy. What a lovely scent. Very sophisticated, very rich, clearly an expensive scent. Heavy, heavy musk. If you're not a fan of musk, keep away. If you are a fan of musk, be very careful with the dosing because this can easily suffocate somebody who's sensitive to musk. The proportion of musk in this fragrance it's basically a really, really musk heavy fragrance with some lemon, some vanilla, some florals sort of lurking in the background, but really tons of musk. So I would be very, very careful with the dosing. Keep in mind that musks are perceived differently by different noses. So what you're smelling might not be what other people are smelling. I would limit myself to one spray of this. The longevity of this fragrance is incredible. It lasts longer than you can stay awake. It's really long lasting, especially on clothing. It's very, very long lasting, and the projection is more than an arm's length. So I really urge you to be careful with using it. However, if you dose it correctly, it's an extremely sophisticated pick, and it just brightens up your day. It's gorgeous, but a little bit heavy for what you're, it sounds lemon, some vanilla, fluffy, nice. Yes, it is, but the musk, it makes it quite dense. Next, I have one of my ultimate favorite fragrances, and I was so happy to have used it this month. It is my go-to everyday scent. This is Chanel No. 5 in the Eau de Toilette version. This version is the closest to the original, and I find that Eau de Toilette is the closest to the Pure Parfum, the little tiny concentrated perfume bottles, which I have, of course. I have the No. 5 in Pure Parfum. This is the closest to it, but in a lighter, more airy version. And here we have the aldehydes, some florals, some lemon, some sugar and spice and everything. There's no sugar and there's no spice. This is not sweet at all. It is very wearable, decent longevity, aldehydic, floral, lemony scent. Very fizzy, very light. It's very, very feminine, but without any of the cliche sweetness, sugar, topped with vanilla and tonka bean sort of scents. If you like that, probably this is not your jam, but it's beautiful and it's a fantastic everyday scent. It's not going to trigger people around you, most likely, if you don't overdose. Again, I find that 2 sprays does wonders, and it lasts decently well. It's not as long lasting as this guy, but it's also an Eau de Toilette. It's not an Eau de Parfum. It's fizzy enough, light enough, feminine enough, fluffy enough to create a really uplifted mood for me. I recommend you try this. I think it's a very wearable scent. Give it a chance on your skin. It smells differently on your skin than it does from the bottle. So if you have like a little piece of paper that you sprayed this perfume on, it has nothing to do with what this perfume can do on your skin when it warms up. It's different. So you need to try this on skin and then figure out what you think of it. For me, this is a lovely everyday pick. I'm putting it aside for now though, and of course I've dented it a little bit, you can tell. Next we have another perfume that I've dented slightly. This was a new bottle as well, and this is a great fall pick. In fact, I've included it in my fall picks I did makeup and skincare, and I did perfumes. So it's one of my fall picks for perfumes. It's lovely. It's my Burberry by Burberry. I'm a big fan of Burberry brand because they make super, super wearable workhorse fragrances. This is no exception, but it is much more dense and intrusive than most Burberry scents. So I would also dose this very carefully. The longevity on this is incredible as well. Very, very long lasting, very good projection. So do not overdose on that one as well. I'm talking about lots of dense fragrances today, clearly. And this is very vanillic, sweet pea, a wet garden scent, lots of florals, but on a very sweet base. And it does create this, this sensation of wetness, moisture, dampness, and on top of the florality of it. And I have to say that this is why I think this fragrance lends itself so beautiful to the fall. It really resembles this after the rain, like autumn showers sort of feeling. It's beautiful, it's very floral, and it's quite sweet. So those are the characteristics you're looking for. I think look no further. This guy is tremendous in terms of quality, and I think very justified in price. Again, I've used a little bit of it, but the thing is, you really need a single spray of this to be able to, you know, get through your day, still carrying the scent on you, but without suffocating other people. Please think of others when you're wearing very heavy scents. Now, the next perfume from the previous rotation, I'm keeping in because I wanted to keep something fall-like in this rotation because I didn't pick much fall stuff out this time around. This is Atelier Cologne Citron d'Érable, and this fragrance is a very beautiful combination. This is from Atelier Cologne, so it's more selective brand, a little bit more niche, but very findable. You can find it at Sephora. And here we have a very fall scent. In my opinion, this also made it into my fall sort of favorites. This year it is very beautiful. It's not for everybody though, and it can also be quite suffocating. It is as a fall citrus for me. Very lemony, citrusy scent, but not like the cleaner lemon, but a lemon zest, slightly bitter lemon. We have it on top of some maple sap and maybe maple syrup, so there's a sweetness to it that is also a little bit bitter. So this is not a sweet perfume by any means. And then you have all of that on a very woody base. Yes, it is definitely a unisex fragrance. Men can wear it very easily. I think it lends itself very well to a cologne, for sure. But I really like wearing it in small amounts, probably about one spray. Holds on to the skin very well. It's in the concentration Parfum or Cologne Absolu, which is equivalent to about Eau de Parfum. Similar concentration. It wears very well. Again, I've had comments at the end of the day that this is still present on my skin. It morphs itself more towards a cologne sort of scent as it progresses. It loses some of the citrus and retains a lot of the woods. So it does morph. It doesn't stay stagnant throughout the day, and you can definitely overdose with this as well. I would say be careful. I swear everything I'm talking about today. No overdose. And the next pick is something I just was really excited to have in my rotation. Not particularly fall scent. This is an all year rounder sort of scent, and this is Narciso Rodriguez for her musk collection. This collection is no longer available, but if you can find a bottle, I strongly suggest you get your hands on it because it is a gorgeous classic Narciso Rodriguez very clean musk with some florals, but really this is pretty much a gorgeous pure musk. Very lovely. I'm going to make sure I film a video separate about it in case you are able to get your hands on it on some kind of a crazy website. Tell me where it is because I want backups. This is really beautiful and I'm very excited to have it in. Next, I have a cozy pick of the bunch. I often pick a cozy perfume to be featured in my rotation and something that my husband would enjoy a lot. This is it for this time around. This is Comptoir Sud Pacifique. That's the brand. You can see, and it's Vanille Ambre. This is Eau de Toilette. So it is lesser concentration, and it's exactly what it says it is. It's vanillic, it's amber, it's edible, it's sweet. What man doesn't like? That sort of a combination. So this is my probably perfume I'll be wearing more around the house because my husband really likes this type of scent. So this is more for him than for me, I have to say. Although it's a very, very nice scent. It's a very good quality eau de toilette, but I'll make a separate video about that one too. And last but not least, we have Balenciaga Paris. This is Candied Violets, close to the meteorite smell from Guerlain. What a beautiful scent. I love Candied Violets. It's a very smart, girly, but not girly, I would say more romantic, womanly scent. And it is just easy to wear. It is floral, it is powdery, it is lovely. There's some small amount of greenness to it that keeps it fresh. And this one definitely deserves a separate video. Please check this one out. If you like violets, if you like iris, if you like light purple florals, if you like powdery scents, this is really, really beautiful and a very sophisticated, expensive twist on a powdery purple floral. And of course, the fact that it reminds me somewhat, it's not a perfect dupe for meteorite smell, but it reminds me heavily of it. I mean, that's why I bought the fragrance, to be honest with you. And I really, really enjoy it. It's, by the way, excellent longevity on this one too. I'm really pulling good quality fragrances out here for the last few rotations. So that's it. This is my fragrance rotation. It's quite eclectic. There's not really rhyme or reason to it. It's its own thing. Whatever's happening is happening, and I'm gonna go with it. I'm very excited, especially about this guy, I have to say, about the musk. So good. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope it was fun for you to listen to what I have included in my new perfume rotation. See you guys later. Bye-bye.